The American Christian Film Festival was founded in order to serve as a concentrated exhibit of outstanding Christian film and television works. Each year, hundreds of films are shortlisted for the exhibition, including full-length movies, musicals, cartoons, documentaries, educational videos, and more. On October 7th, 2017, at Menchville Baptist Church at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, local time, film festival organizer Mr. Richard took the lead and made a speech. Afterward, award-winning films were shown for the attendees, and awards were conferred. The musical Xiaozhen's Story raked in 9 awards, including those for Best Director, Best Feature Film, Best Musical Score, and so on, thus becoming one of the most closely followed and excellent films at this year's festival. This musical centers on the metamorphosis of the life of the Christian, Xiaozhen. A true story, it tells of how people are enticed by money and fame into forfeiting their humanity, growing distant from God, losing their direction and goals in life, and heading toward the terror and helplessness of falling from grace. Through twists and turns, the fates of the characters are very moving and invocative, and by way of one climax after another, the plot triggers the audience into wondering such things as just what is happiness? What is the value and meaning of life? Who can save people from their lives of suffering and bring them happiness and light? The lyrics used in the screenplay come from utterances spoken to all humanity by the Creator. They express God's concern, hopes, and care for humans, pointing out the way to all those who are profoundly suffering and have been led astray, and bringing them the gospel and hope.
Actually, Xiaozhen is just one representative for each and every one of us in this world.
Yes.
And no matter what we are suffering with right now, we have Almighty God beside us to wait our return. So nothing except Almighty God's word, and we can just trying to overcome everything. And Almighty God's words can save us and can solve the desolation in our hearts.
Exactly. So that we should know where our heart is, where our soul is, and to whom we should give our hearts. I think that's a very serious question worth our pondering.
Basically, this is the message we want to tell everyone, tell every audience. Thank you.
She finally realized God was touching her, and all the masks came off, and those hearts were there, and it was just a powerful moment, where everybody was released from the what the world wants, and then understanding what God wants.
And so I thought that was a great message, not only for Christians, but it could be for everybody. Everybody eventually, after they chase the things of the world, you realize that those things don't fill your heart. And what really fills your heart is Jesus. And so I thought that this was a great story, and lots of Christians should watch it, because they will all relate to Xiaozhen and her journey.
Yeah.
And it was definitely an award-winning film, and that's why it was recognized with so many awards.
The Light of Truth journalist Han Shi reports from Newport News in Virginia.